Welcome to your daily 49ers update. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Here is what's happening. They say when it rains, it pours. Well, right now it is soaking wet in San Francisco. Deebo Samuel has been hospitalized with fluid in his lungs. Here's Kyle Shanahan.
He went in last night. I think it started acting up in the middle of the night, Saturday night or early Sunday morning, and then it just kind of evolved as the day went. So once we found out he had the fluid in his lungs and stuff after the game, then I believe they sent him over there. I'm not sure the timeline of it, but I just found out that's where he was Sunday night when I was at home.
Do you have a timeline for Deebo Samuel?
No, he's in the hospital still, and we'll see how he recovers here over these next couple of days.
We all saw Deebo Samuel try to give it a go on Sunday. It is no wonder he couldn't gut it out. If you can't breathe, you can't play football. So now we are potentially in another situation where the Niners could be down their top 3 wide receivers against the Dallas Cowboys. If you wanted to see more Jacob Cowing and Ricky Pearsall, you are going to get your wish. Here's Kyle talking about his young wide receivers.
I was proud of Ricky just for, him having to be ready for some spots that we were hoping he didn't have to be ready for. I mean, not just him, but also Jay Cowing and Ronnie Bell. Conley's been in that role, and we've been utilizing him in a number of spots when guys are out or just taking a couple plays off. But we had to mix a lot of stuff around there in the second quarter and halftime, or mainly halftime. And those guys were in some spots they didn't get reps at, and for the most part, they didn't make too many mistakes and gave us a chance to win. And hopefully we can build off of that. And these guys are going to get a lot more reps going forward with BA being out, with Juwan and Deebo. Not sure if we'll get him back this week or not. So it was a good start for those guys, and they should have a lot more coming.
The cluster injuries to the wide receiver spot have been incredible this year. And here's an incredible fact. Right now, the 49ers' healthiest wide receiver was shot in the chest 2 months ago. As for the rest of the injury report, Chris Conley is day-to-day with an ankle sprain. George Kittle is day-to-day with a foot sprain. Of course, obviously, we know about Deebo Samuel, and we did confirm that Brandon Ayuk tore both his ACL and his MCL, plus possibly more. He obviously faces a very long road to recovery, and we wish you nothing but the best, BA. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Tuesday. I keep telling you to check out the Minutia Minute by Matt Barrows in The Athletic. This week's is fantastic. There's a ton of stuff in there about Jordan Mason facing loaded boxes and how D Winters is slowly taking over the LB2 spot. Again, I'll drop the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch. We are 2 weeks away from the trade deadline. The Niners are in desperate need of a wide receiver. Kyle Shanahan, could John Lynch make a move?
It makes you look into everything. I mean, we try to look into everything regardless. Obviously, with more issues that came up yesterday, you still want to look into everything, but has to do with what options are out there, what stuff that we can pull off that doesn't totally hurt us, that helps us now and doesn't hurt us for the future. So there's lots of decisions that go into it. So we'll look into everything, but a lot of times that's just kind of living in hope. Those answers aren't always out there. You got to be ready to get people better in your building and deal with what you got in your building. And if you ever find something that makes sense, we'll never hesitate on it, but it's not always available like you hope it is.
It's a fascinating decision. I say you drafted these wide receivers for a reason. Let's see what they can do. One thing you may have missed, the 49ers brought in a punter for a workout yesterday, Jake Girardi. Now, I don't know if this means Mitch Wishnowsky's on the hot seat or if they just want to light a fire under him, whatever. But the Niners have a net average of just 37.7 yards per punt this year. That coverage unit is allowing 18.4 yards per return. That is the second worst in the NFL. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network wherever you get your audio podcasts. Leave us a 5-star rating and a review. Please, please, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the bell so you get notified every time we're live, which is every single weekday and after every single 49ers game for you. Enjoy your Tuesday, everybody. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk later today.